Hi, this is Ereny from Al International School. Today we have math class. Today we're going to work on chapter 9, lesson 3, analyze picture graph. Ready to start? Roll your sleeves on and come with me. Let me share with you my PowerPoint. As I told you, we're going to work on lesson 3, analyze picture graph. Essential question, how can I record and analyze data? And the problem of the day will be solved by Janjuna Talat. Cope had 291 paper squares in his paper folding kit. He used 150 paper squares. How many paper squares does he have left? Can you tell me that? Number one, you need to underline the information you have in this problem. Like that, 291 paper. And he used 150 paper. And the question is, how many paper does he have left? So here I have to subtract, right? I'm gonna say 291 minus 150 to get how many paper squares does he have left. 1 minus 0 equals 1. And 9 minus 5 equals 4. And 2 minus 1 equals 1. So the answer is 141. Thank you, Janjuna. You're super duper. All right. Now, let's use the tally chart to make a picture graph. Woody Woody, where is the tally chart? Yes, this one. How did you know? It has tallies, right? So the tally chart uses tallies to tell information or to record information. I want to use this information to make my picture graph. How many votes? How many tallies for bird? 4. So here I have to draw 4 pictures for bird. How many for cat? 2. So here I have to draw 2 cats. How many for dog? 5. So here I have to draw 5 dogs. Remember that you have to look at the key because it tells you very important information. It tells you that each animal equals 1 vote. Each animal equals 1 vote. So it's going to be like that. Easy, Udi Budi? Great. And now Ahmed Mustafa. The tally chart is missing the numbers in the total column. So could you please tell me what's the number here? Yeah, you're gonna depend on the number of the tallies. Okay. 5. Super. And here 4. And here 5 and 2 equals 7. So can you tell me the answer? Which one is the right answer? Yes, this one. Thank you, Ahmed Mustafa. You're excellent. Now, how do you get information from a picture graph? How? Ruri, Arwa, answer this one. How do you get information from a picture graph? By focusing or by using the pictures? Yes, how? I'm gonna count the pictures to tell the number of the votes for each item in the survey. Right? Super. Crayon made the picture graph shown by surveying her friends. Use the data from the picture graph to answer that question. The survey is done, and we need just to answer these questions, okay? Remember that you have to look at the key. Each picture equals 1 vote. So here, how many people chose boots? 3. And how many chose Snickers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And how many chose sandals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Super. So now I can answer, right? Yeah. How many people voted? How many people voted for this survey? 3 and 7, 10. 10 and 5, 15. So 15 people. And which type of shoe received the most votes? If I look here, I will find that the Snickers has the most votes. Which type of shoe received the least votes? Boots. Yeah, there are only 3 here. 3 votes for boots. So the least votes for boots. How many more people choose Snickers than boots? I'm gonna subtract. People who choose Snickers are 7. Minus people who choose boots are 3. So 7 minus 3 equals 4. Good job. Marcus made the picture graph shown by surveying classmates. Use the picture graph to create questions for the class to answer. Here I have the survey, and this picture graph tells you information. So you need to make the questions and your classmate answers. It's really nice. You can do it by yourself, guys. For example, the first question is going to be how many people were surveyed. So you can count the total number of the pictures, especially that it tells you that each picture equals 1 vote. So 1 vote, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So how many people were surveyed? 14. And you can ask for the most votes and the least votes. Like that, you can create the questions by yourself and you can answer them. All right. And this is favorite dinner survey. Remember that you have to look at the key. Each food equals 1 vote. So here we have spaghetti, tacos, chicken, and meatloaf. How many votes here? By the number of the pictures. So they're gonna be 4. And for tacos, 4. And for chicken, 2. Meatloaf, 1. All right, which dinner is the least favorite? The one which is 1, which got 1 vote, right? Which is meatloaf. All right, you can use a picture graph to answer questions, as we said. And here is the picture graph, and the key tells you each animal picture equals 1 vote. And here we have fish, dog, and cat. What pet is the favorite? What pet here is the favorite? Of course, the one which has the most votes, which is fish, right? How many votes does each picture show? How many votes for each picture here? This is by 1, this is by 1, this is by 1, this is by 1. because it says each animal picture equals 1 vote. So each picture shows 1 vote only. Use the data from the graph to answer the questions. Favorite summer activity. Which activity is liked the least? The least votes. Here is 2, here is 3, here is 3, and here is 5. So in Lionsgate is the least liked activity. Which two, let me write it. Which two activities have the same number of votes, for bike ride and play baseball? Yeah. And how many people like to swim and play baseball in all? How many people like to swim and play baseball in all? Swim, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And play baseball, 1, 2, 3. So 5 and 3 together, 8. You're doing perfect job. How would you count the votes for bike riding if each picture stood for 2 votes? Who can answer this question for me? This question is by 25 points. Who can answer it? Yeah, I know that you are very competitive. So Yusuf will answer, Arwa, Acer, Yassine. Who's gonna answer this question? Tuti, Janjuna Gamal, Janjuna Talat, Luli, Rui, Tam. Who's gonna answer it? Ahmad Mustafa, Ahmad Abu Bakr, Ahmad Nasser, Muhammad Hussein Mido. Who's gonna answer this for me? Yeah, Miss Ereny. 3 groups of 2, like 2 and 2 and 2 equals 6. Instead of counting for bike riding, here is bike riding, bike ride. Each picture means 1. If it's gonna be counted by 2, I'm gonna count if each picture shows 2 votes. So I'm gonna count it by 2. 2 and 2, 4 and 2, 6, right? It's just a question. But you know that the key tells you that each picture shows 1 vote. All right. And this question is going to be by Tima and Ruli together. Use the data from the graph to answer questions. For bus, for walk, for bike, for car. And remember that each picture equals 1 vote. How do most students get to school? The picture graph will tell you. How do most students get to school? By bus? By walk? Yeah, this is the most number of students. They get to school by walk. And how many students ride the bus? In cars and cars together. 2 and 2, 4. Thank you. All right, I want to ask now Luli and Janjuna Gamal together. All right, how many students voted in total? I'm gonna count the votes so I can tell the number of students. 2 and 5, 7 and 1, 8 and 2, 10. Super. Luli and Janjuna Gamal. How will the graph change if you add another way to get to school? How it's going to be different? The chart will have 1 more row, like that, right? It will have 1 more row. If I'm going to add another way to get to the school, so I'm going to add another row like that, and I'm going to write here the way. So it's going to be involved in the survey. Thank you. And now the question goes to Amouri Farouk and Amouri Dahshan. Write a question that can be answered using the data in the picture graph. Write a question that can be answered using the data in the picture graph. Any question? Yeah, can be answered using this data in the picture graph. For example, it can be how many students walk and bike to school together. How many students walk and bike? So I'm going to count the number of the students who walk and the number of the students who bike to school. 5 and 1 equals 6. Then it asks you write the number sentence you can use to answer the question. As we said, 5 and 1 equals. Super duper. Wow. Some tasty food here, guys. All right. Here, use the data from the graph to answer the questions. Yusuf and Yassine will work together. Use the data from the graph, from the picture graph to answer the question. Here we have favorite pizza toppings: pepperoni, sausage, cheese, and vegetables. 3 more people were surveyed. They all like cheese. What topping is now the favorite? All right, just look at here and tell me what topping is the favorite for the students here? Pepperoni. Excellent. If I tell you that 3 more people were surveyed and they all like cheese, let me use my pen. They all like cheese. So here I'm gonna draw 3 more. So let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the number of students who surveyed for cheese, 7. And for pepperoni, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which topping now is the favorite? The cheese. Clap your hands for yourselves, guys. You're doing perfect job. All right, Carter voted for vegetables. Kylie voted for sausage. Whose favorite pizza topping got more votes? How many more votes? Carter voted for vegetables. Kylie voted for sausage. Whose favorite pizza topping got more votes? Carter, 1 more vote. Carter voted for vegetables and Kylie for sausage. So, vegetables 3 and sausage 2. I'm going to add 1 more here. And 1 more here. So now which topping is more, the sausage or the vegetables? The vegetables, which Carter chose. Right? Write a question about the graph above. Have a friend answer the question. I can say how many more people like pepperoni than sausage. And it's easy to answer this question. It was easy actually to ask it. Use the data from the graph to answer the question. How many people voted here? Favorite hamburger topping: ketchup, mustard, lettuce, and tomato. How many people voted? Let's count. Remember that each picture equals 1 vote, and it's written here in the key. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Which topping got the most votes? Yeah, the ketchup. All right, which two toppings got the least votes? It's so clear, the lettuce and the tomato, right? And how many people like ketchup or tomato? One, two, three, four, five. We're gonna count both of them, so the answer would be five. All right, وئام, توتي, and مريمتي. Answer together. You're a teamwork now, so work together, please. Use the data from the graph to answer the question. Peanut butter and jelly, turkey, grilled cheese, peanut butter. So which favorite sandwich do you prefer? Tell me later on. Now you can work on this question. We're going to use the data here to answer the questions, all right? So one will read the question, and one will answer, and one will write the addition number sentence or the subtraction number sentence. How many more people voted for Turkey? And one will be the speaker. How many more people voted for turkey and grilled cheese all together? Sorry. Then voted for peanut butter and jelly. How many more people voted for turkey and grilled cheese? Turkey and grilled cheese together, 2 and 3, 5. So how many people voted for turkey and grilled cheese all together? Then voted for peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly, 3. So I'm going to say 5 minus 3 equals 2. 5 minus 3 equals 2. Ask me about the number of people who voted for turkey and grilled cheese together. So I have to do this process first. I'm going to count turkey and grilled cheese together, 5, 2, and 3. Then I'm going to complete more than voted for peanut butter and jelly. So after that, I'm going to subtract 5 minus 3 equals 2. Maria voted for peanut butter. She really wanted to vote for peanut butter and jelly. How would that change the picture graph? Maria voted for peanut butter and jelly. Then she changed her opinion. Now she wanna, actually she wanna change. So she's gonna choose peanut butter and jelly. How would that? She really wanted to vote for peanut butter and jelly. She voted for peanut butter first. For peanut butter. So here 4 votes for peanut butter. And Maria wanna change her opinion. So here I'm gonna cross this out and I'm gonna add it to peanut butter and jelly, which is my favorite sandwich. So how would that change the picture graph as you see? There would only be 3 votes only for peanut butter and 4 votes for peanut butter and jelly. And peanut butter and jelly is gonna have the most votes. And what you did by drawing on your picture graphs, you can say by writing like that. You can say the steps you did like that. There would only be 3 votes for peanut butter and 4 votes for peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly would have the most votes. All right. In the graph above, how many more people like grilled cheese than turkey? Grilled cheese than turkey. How many people more? How many more people like grilled cheese, which is 3, than turkey? Minus 2. Here is the turkey. Equals 1. So the answer will be 1. And now your assignment. Do lesson 3 homework pages in volume 2 book. Do the assigned homework pages in your volume 2 book. And send me your homework and take care. Now, I'm gonna leave you with this video. Thanks for being with me. Bye.